Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is October the 15th. It is Saturday morning and the markets are closed. But I like to talk about or answer questions that I receive in the comments, generally that people ask me. And this one kind of, sets home with me and probably a lot of you guys if you're watching this right now. Maybe you feel like you have failed or failing at trading and you just don't know where to start all over again, or if you need to start all over again. And a lot of you probably are, bumped up against a brick wall at some point in your life and said, trading is just too hard for me. I don't know what I'm doing. And maybe you need to go back to the drawing board. So I want to go ahead and talk about that this morning while I have the chance to. So just sit back, watch the intro, and we'll go ahead and jump right into that topic. Now, if you're someone that has failed or feel like not been able to succeed in trading for a career or maybe part-time, let's talk about maybe some of the things that are probably standing in your way or preventing you from doing so. And the reason why you may be finding difficulty or finding that it's hard to actually trade. One, it could be the education, properly of how you actually, learned or came about receiving the instruction, just how you actually went about learning how to trade or whatever the case is. And maybe you're self-taught, maybe you took some trading courses or whatever the case is. You really have to spend time to educate yourself. Even though you may feel like you may be paying for a course and getting the information, or feel like you're getting education through someone's trading course, whatever the case is, that doesn't mean that everything that someone is showing you is actually correct. And that's when we as people have to really do our own research and homework to find out what is true and what's not true, okay? Because a lot of times, like you guys know, a lot of people are out there to scam. Not say everybody is, but they try to get you to buy into information, whatever the case is, because it helps out their bottom line, it helps out their pocket. But that doesn't mean the information that they're actually selling you is something that you actually, should carry through or with through and incorporate into your own trading, or something that you should kind of, journal or take notes on, whatever the case is, because it could be just a lot of BS, a lot of fluff, okay? So we as people have to be able to weed through certain things, and that's when we have to do our own homework and research, because trading is really not that difficult, to be honest with you. It's really not that hard if you really think about it, all right? Because in all honesty, I always say if you understand market structure and price action solely, to be honest with you, you could, at some point or some level be on your way to really start to become a successful trader. I'm not saying that you're going to get rich overnight. I'm just telling you that there are certain just elementary components that if you took the time to actually learn, you could do it yourself. You don't have to go pay for $1,000 trading course or a $2,500 trading course, whatever the case is. And everybody has a certain strategy and style of how they actually trade. Some people incorporate indicators, and some people are just like me, who are just pure price action traders. And to be honest with you, I made those same mistakes at the beginning when I started trading, was actually, using a bunch of indicators and trying to listen to everyone else out there, scrolling or going through videos, reviewing videos, and at some point, I just got to the point to where my mind became so cluttered. And I did a video in the past about decluttering and starting fresh, and that's something that you really need to do. It's kind of at a point in your life now to where you feel like you're kind of getting lost and don't really know where to pick yourself up from and start all over again, then you need to start like I did, I'll be honest with you, and just go back to the drawing board, start fresh all over again, take everything off the table. I mean, a clean slate, and I'll basically take the time to kind of retrain myself. Unless you got a good mentor in your back pocket or someone that has the experience and has been trading for, for a period of time, whatever the case is, and you really feel like they're showing you the right way and everything is mirroring up to what they're talking about, you research and you find that it's actually true, then you got to get a good mentor. And you see the proof in the pudding, meaning that, you're sitting there maybe watching them trade, whatever the case is, or, the recorded sessions, or you're sitting with them and they're walking you through trades, whatever the case is, and you work the strategy out yourself and saw that the strategy actually works. Okay, sorry about that, I had a phone call coming through. But and the strategy actually works. So, you will know and you will feel when someone's actually, or you paid into a course, or maybe someone is showing you and not charging a dime, but you'll know when things are legit, when you start doing your own homework and then you start back testing and you start using a strategy and incorporating or setting up your own trading plan, the rules, the guides of what you're going to stick by every single day, those steps, then you'll know if it works out what somebody's showing you. Me, I was self-taught, and I said this before in many videos. It wasn't until somebody actually told me to, or said to me, or mentioned to me, because I had, said, man, I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting at a stopping point in my venture trying to pursue trading, and it became complicated. Is when, I felt like things were getting complicated. We're getting harder and harder and harder, because it was like the moment I felt like I was learning something, I was failing at the same time. Because it was like one day, what I thought was a strategy was working out, the next day it wasn't working out, or I was constantly up and down, not to where I was profiting every single day, and at the point to where weekly, at the end of the week, it all summed up, and I was good. So most times, or you guys always hear me say, the goal is to be green every day, never in the red, right? Some people may kind of differ on that in a sense, but to me, it's like it's what helped me get along. Or push forward, is being green every day. It doesn't mean if you made $100 a day, that's fine. You weren't red. If you made $1,000, today, that's fine. Whatever works. But as long as you're not, losing capital, losing money in the markets, that's what you should be aiming for. And that just shows a track record of a successful and profitable trader to be. And then once you're consistently saying or making, say, X amount of money per day, let's say $500 a day, I'm using that as an example, or $1,000 a day, and you're constantly doing that every single day, and it just compounds into where you're making, at the end of the month, a great salary, then you know that, hey, I've walked myself through from being a beginner trader or starting out trading. Now I'm more experienced at trading. So don't feel like a failure. Don't feel like because you failed now that you can't pick yourself back up and turn things back around. Definitely can happen. It doesn't matter what career path or what you're trying to get into. It's just like someone who's going to college and they feel like, oh, I'm burnt out. I'm ready to stop now. Don't stop. Keep pushing. That's the thing about it. And even though it was a point in my time where I was learning, I felt like I just wanted to stop. This is not going to work for me. I had to keep pushing. There was something on the inside of me, and it takes that little bit of thing on the inside, whatever it is, I call it drive, ambition, to push you, and you have to have that. Most people who aren't driven people, who don't have the ambition, they're okay with working for for someone else, being employed through another business, whatever the case is, and there's nothing wrong with that, different folks, different strokes type thing, everybody has something that they're comfortable at in life, being around or doing. You may be comfortable in that job you have, and you're fine with that because it provides security for you. Whatever the case is, you can gain that same type of security by setting up your own business and running your own business. If you know how to get it off the ground and formulate it correctly. Same thing with trading. Trading is a business, so you have to be able to structure yourself, have discipline and patience, and all the other core elements to be able to do it correctly, right? So don't feel like you failed. If you're feeling like that right now, that you're failing, and you find your place you're at a place where things are getting extremely difficult because you're just confused. And that's what a lot of people do, is they shut down because things become so frustrated and they get so confused. And then it's like, hey, they give up. And it is frustrating because sometimes you're sitting there and you can be sitting there for hours or days on end trying to focus on something. And a lot of times, like even in my own trading, sometimes during the day, you guys who follow me on Discord or I may put out a comment saying, hey, I'm taking a break right now. The markets are kind of like maybe moving sideways or just a little bit complicated, whatever the case is. I don't like the price action. I will, versus trying to force a trade, I'll step away from the market, let it do what it's going to do, unfold, maybe move out a certain area, and then I'll come back and see, the painting on the wall, I call it, to be able to read what, price is doing now, okay? So, because everyone who follows the channel knows that I trade based purely on price action and a surrounding supply and demand. So, but yeah, let me stop here because I just want to interject and we'll get back to what I was talking about. I just want to really say that if you're interested in joining and becoming a part of the community, we have a great Discord community set up for future traders, and most people who've joined primarily probably trade the MES, which is the micro S&P 500, or the E-mini, the ES futures, whatever the case is. So, but if you're a future trader and you're looking for a great environment or community to become part of, Find the link to our Discord community down below in the description. It's free of charge. Click on it. You can invite yourself in. There's like 400 plus community members now. And you may be asking, well, what do you guys do? We come together collectively each day during a session and we talk about the markets in general, the zones, our levels of interest. We're trying to just kind of gain basis with one another, getting to kind of know each other as traders, but also it kind of gives us an edge in the market as well. Some people may shout out a certain level or zone or whatever the case is that I may not have saw and they see, and then I take a look at my charts and say, okay, yeah, that is a zone, that is a level of interest to kind of sit back and wait patiently for price to get back there. So it's a great environment for we share tools and information, and it's a question and answer forum as well. So if you're interested in joining the Discord community here at Future Trading with Mike, all you have to do is find the link down in the description portion of the video, click on it, and invite yourself in today. All right, it's free of charge. But yeah, getting back to what I was saying, trading is not hard. People, I think they overcomplicate it because they think there's a lot more to trading than it really is. And me personally and honestly, it really doesn't matter what market you trade. Now, if you trade stocks, you're going to have to kind of do some inside fundamental type research type things of really, kind of fine tuning and finding information out about certain companies. There's a lot that goes on with trading stocks outside of just trying to trade a basket of something like the indices in a whole, like the Dow or the Russell or the S&P 500, whatever it may be. It's a lot easier to trade that way because basically as traders, we can just basically look at our charts and follow market structure or understand what the market is doing or trying to do and has done previous to, and just follow price action and look for setups, right? As day traders, whatever the case is. I'm a scalper by nature, and I'm sure a lot of guys people who are watching this video probably are scalpers, and those that have joined the community, the subs that we have now, subscribers that we have to the channel are scalpers as well. And some people probably may swing trade, whatever the case is. But regardless of the fact, at the end of the day, our goal is to become great at what we do and better ourselves as traders. So don't feel like trading is, if you get to a point where trading is just extremely hard, just kind of take a break. Maybe you need a refresher, maybe you need a little mini vacation, or whatever the case is. Just keep pushing through it. Keep pushing through it. And I did a video, I think yesterday or the day before, whatever it was, talking about more so the keys to actually day trading, the components that you actually need to get started in day trading. So if you have not watched that video, go back and watch that video. Maybe that will help you out. But yeah, for me, I was at a point where I was at a stopping point in my life too when it came to trading. I thought I was just going to just give it up, throw it to the side. But like I said, I had to keep pushing. There was something inside of me that just could not let it go. And I was so passionate about it. And that's what you have to understand also, is that if you are really truly passionate about something, then you're gonna persevere and you're gonna push through it until you learn it the way you want to learn it and become successful in doing so. But trading is not that hard, and I recommend this, and I'll leave you guys with this. This is where it was a turning point for me. All right, and I'll be completely honest with you. It wasn't until I took everything off my charts, meaning all there was the candles, the bars, whatever the case is, nothing else on the chart. I went back. And like I said, somebody said this to me years ago. Have you tried trading from a naked chart? I've said this in many videos, okay? Because it's the honest to God truth. Because you have to understand, trading is not red light and green light. It's not waiting for crossovers of certain indicators to happen and let me jump into a trade. That's your setup, whatever the case is. No. It's understanding price action, all right? How do you think the professional traders trade? Okay? I'm not saying that they may not use some tools to kind of give them or show them the momentum or strength in the market or whatever the case is. But what I'm trying to tell you is that you've got to follow their movements. They're not following our movements. You think the bigger players at hand who are injecting the hundreds of millions and billions of dollars into the market daily are following what we do, our hand, our movements, our little bit of money that we put into the market? No. We have to follow their power plays. And when you understand how to trade like them and with them, like I always say, you will be able to make money, okay? So I recommend you truly and purely understanding and being able to read price action. If you do not understand price right now, if you do not completely understand, you're sitting here watching this video right now and you say, well, I thought I knew market structure or I thought I knew price action. You probably don't. You probably maybe learned it the wrong way. Like I said at the beginning of this video, maybe someone showed you something or you thought that you were learning something and they were just trying to sell you something to make money off of you, okay? All right. So sometimes we have to do the homework ourselves and spend a little time and to kind of weed through things and find out what is true and what's not true and what works and what not works. But I recommend truly pick up a book, do some homework. I do have books down in the description portion of the video. I'm not trying to tell you anything because they're not books that I created or wrote or authored. I'm just telling you that some great books that I know that have valuable information in them that will probably put you in the right direction and help you out tremendously. I have some links down below in this video if you're interested in any of the book material. But anyways, outside of that, all I'm saying to you is that you have to, two core things. Understand market structure, because if you don't, you will not be successful. If you aren't able to read price action, then you won't be successful. You have to understand and be able to grasp those two key elements. And it wasn't until I actually was able to understand market structure, okay? And what the market was trying to do is building structure, setting a foundation, and being able to read the ebbs and flows, the swings in the market, and understanding price is breaking this level, it's coming back, it's breaking this level. Being able to read price action up until a point to where it gets to my zone or my level. It wasn't until I was able to incorporate and basically bring those two things together and tie them together, because they are two peas in a pod, market structure and price action. They work together. It wasn't until then that I was really truly my trading turned around. When I grasped those two things and I fully understood, and I'm telling you, like someone told me, when it clicks, it will click. That means that when it clicks, you will start to really understand, and it'll be like an aha moment. Okay, so it wasn't until then when I completely understood those two things that my trading turned around. But I took everything off my chart and went to a naked chart. Trust me when I say this. If you try to trade from a naked chart, meaning when I'm trying to understand market structure, price action, and then trying to incorporate a strategy, learn a strategy, and backtest it. Backtest the heck out of it until you see that it's continuously making you or profiting you. And what I'm trying to say is sim, demo. Do those type things. Backtest and simulation or demo a strategy on a naked chart. But you must understand price action and market structure first. Get a solid strategy that works, and then see if it's going to work out. If it doesn't work for you, then keep developing and formulating a strategy. Like I said, I trade supply and demand, and you can watch my videos and simply grasp how I actually trade it, because I'm not an actual instructor or teacher. I don't proclaim to be that. I'm just here to share my videos and information and share with you the way I actually trade, and hopefully maybe it'll help you out. Maybe you say, hey, I'm going to trade like the way he does, and I understand the strategy. I'm going to try it and see if it works for me. Hey, go into the Discord. Ask some of the community members there, because a lot of them there who have joined many months back are today successful traders. I mean, to me, I'm seeing a lot of feedback on the Discord community itself, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything. I'm not trying to do that at all. But I appreciate the comments that they are giving me, because it inspires me to continue to make content and post my live recorded sessions. I'm just trying to share the information and make these videos to be able to help as many people as possible. It's not by any means am I charging, a fee for a trading course or anything like that. Now, yes, I do have a YouTube, what's called a YouTube tier membership program. It's set up through YouTube. It's just to give a kickback to supporting the channel in itself, and it's all for the price of a cup of coffee, $6.99 a month. And you may ask, well, what is that? Just go over to the Discord. Not to the Discord. Go into the YouTube channel, click on the little join button, and you'll see there's two tiers that you can actually sign up for, one or the other. The elite channel members, if you tend to want to lean towards becoming an elite channel members, most everybody who signed up on the YouTube tier membership programs is an elite member. And the reason why is because they want the exclusive video content to where they are receiving my actual trade breakdowns, to where I walk you through the detailed process or the in-depth process of what I'm thinking and why I took the trades. And that has helped people out tremendously in their own trading or understanding the strategy of how I trade. So maybe you want to trade the strategy I use. It's simple. I will tell you that. All it is using a pair of charts and trading around supply and demand. So I'm telling you today, if you feel like you're failing today, don't stop. Keep pushing forward. It's right around the corner. You just have to go back and kind of reinvent some things and maybe take a look and see what you're doing wrong. Okay? Trading is not hard. Do not overcomplicate it. It can be easy. It's just a matter of making sure, like I said, that you are receiving the right information and following through correctly. So I'll leave you guys with that. Have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you guys next week in the trade session back on Discord. If you're a first-time viewer here in the channel, please make sure to Click on the subscribe button below if you want to join the community. Everyone, please make sure to drop a like on the video. If you have not, turn your post notifications on. Please make sure to click on the little bell next to the subscribe button as well. And I will see you guys next week. Take care.